Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I just finished up a class and I have a bunch of colors, DecoArt colors, and I had to get another pour in because you know how it is, it's addicting, and once you get started on one you can't really kind of stop. So I've got an 11 by 14 canvas and it's got push pins on the bottom. And a little trick, if you have a hard time pushing them in, my hands look terrible. If you have a hard time pushing them in, see where these slots are? If you push them in on this side over the slot area, it's easier to get them in. That's why I don't have them exactly in the corners, but they are over the slot area, so the push pin slides in much easier than trying to get it exactly in the corners. So as long as it doesn't wobble, you are good to go. And I had some beautiful colors. This is their turquoise color, and then I mixed their green with it to get more of a turquoise green, whereas here's the regular turquoise and here's the turquoise green. So there's very little difference, but there is a difference. And I already had their copper, which is very, very coppery. This one is Rich Espresso. These are metallics. And I've got a little bit of the Emperor's Gold left. And I thought that would be so pretty with this color and maybe the deeper turquoise. Kind of like a patina effect with the metallics. So I thought I'm just going to do a quick pour on 11 by 14 and I'm not going to use them up. I'll use my gold up, but I want to do a quick dirty pour. So these are all mixed 1-to-1. The DecoArt colors are mixed 1-to-1 with Flood Floetrol, latex based. It has to be latex based, water based. 1-to-1 mixed up. The metallics have a little bit of water added just to thin them down just slightly. And so like the Emperor's Gold is the elegant finish. The Rich Espresso is the elegant finish. And the copper is in this type of container. So they're all DecoArt, but they have different shapes of their containers. And then I have all their big 16-ounce bottles of colors. So like I said, one is turquoise and I added a little bit of green to it. And I do have a little bit of the true blue left as well. And I'm not sure if I want to use that, but I might. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put a little of this turquoise in at the bottom and kind of mingle in some blue there. But I don't want the blue to really pop out and be very obvious, so I'm going to swirl that color. And it's got OGX in it, the coconut milk anti-breakage hair serum, which I love, but just a drop in each color. So that's in there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Emperor's Gold and just get every bit of Emperor's Gold out that I can because it is so fantastic. Okay, maybe I'll put another little hint of blue. Then I'm going to go with the greener turquoise color. And you know, when copper oxidizes or ages, it gets that greenish kind of effect, and that's why I wanted to use these colors. Then I'm adding the bronze, and I'm going to put some of that deeper turquoise, just a drop of blue. Now I'm going to add copper. Oh, it's just blip, blip, blip. Looking great, looking great. I'll put a little more copper in. And I don't have any more Emperor's Gold, but I have another cup of Glorious Gold, which is pretty close, and this is super thick. But I'm going to go ahead and plop it in there. So I have a full cup of color. All right. So I have a full 12-ounce cup of color. I'm just going to kind of throw it on. Sometimes it's fun to just throw. I don't want my gold to trickle off the edge of the canvas though. And I think I'm going to put a little gold over here because it's light on the gold. Maybe through here. As I always say, you don't have to settle for what comes out of your cup. If you don't care for it, you can improvise. So I'm just going to swipe it across so it kind of intermingles with the colors. Same here. And this one I have the big blob of gold, so I can just kind of drag it through. And I'm going to let it just sit for a few minutes. Beautiful in the color, in the cup. So I can add the rest of that turquoise here and here. I do not have a puppy pad down on my butcher paper, but this is that butcher paper that I love that has the shiny side that I use face up, and it protects my table, and I can wipe things down, but I can also, if I get a bunch of puddles underneath, once it dries, I can peel it off, which is fantastic. The other thing you can always do is use a full baking pan, and when it dries in the pan, you can peel it out of the pan over and over and over again. So that's a good way to catch drips too. And I am going to go ahead and heat this just to get rid of air bubbles that I see. So I'm going to let it sit just for another few minutes. I saw a lump, so I'm removing the lump. Some of my paints I had sitting from the other day, some I mixed today. And the ones I had sitting had kind of developed a skin on the top edge or around the sides. So if you can, you take your popsicle stick and get that dried up area out. Otherwise you'll have lumps in your paint. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt this beauty. But I wanted it to kind of feel, I wanted it to feel like oxidized copper in a way. So I'm going to try to get it to cover almost the whole surface before I go tilting off. It's pretty fluid. I'm going to take it back to center so that I'm not stretching my cells out too much. So if you just do it gently and just ever so slightly, you can kind of keep the cells from elongating or getting cattywampus, is what I call it. You can also use your hand to kind of help it go over the edge. So now I'm going to take it and stretch it over this corner. And I usually wear gloves, and today I didn't because my hands were already a wreck. So I'm going to have some messy hands, but that's okay. They're going to be beautiful messy. Now I want to bring that copper back. And I kind of really like that composition. But I have a corner that I don't have paint on here. So I'm going to add paint here. I can even pour some more out of my cup over that corner. I think I'm going to leave that copper area the way it is. I was going to add blue, but I don't think I will. Then trying to decide if I want to add copper over here where there's no copper. I do want a little copper here. So I'm going to just take a little bit on my stick, trickle it here, maybe put a little gold with that, and just very slightly swipe it inward. And I could really do that with my blue as well in this corner. I guess I'll do that. Put my blue in the corner. Make sure you can see everything. I'm going to wipe my stick off, and I'll just kind of slightly swipe it. But I don't want it to have a definite starting and stopping point, so you kind of want to blend it into your design a little bit. But I like that better with a little copper here. Maybe I could put just a hint of copper on the corner here, with some of that gold. But when we had every color in the rainbow mixed up for this class, and I thought, oh, I want to do that oxidized copper verdigris kind of look, because I love those colors together, and I had all the right colors mixed to do that. And here I have a line of color going through where I dripped, so I'm just kind of taking that line and making it less evident. And just softening some edges here. I'll drag this blue out a little bit. Maybe put some of that lighter green in the area too, which really makes it pop. A touch of gold with that. So just bring in hints of it. My baseboard heater is clicking away. It's noisy, so if you hear clicking, it's my baseboard heating. Good old-fashioned kind. So I think all my corners are covered, and I love the colors, so I'm very pleased. Trickle a little coppery color on the corner there so you can see. I love the color combination of these colors together. Very oxidized, aged copper feel. That would be like natural colors, so I really like it. There's a bird with the beak and the eye right there, if you can see it. I don't know if you can, but it also, I like it when my pours have a little bit of a winged effect, like a bird flying or an angel wing or something. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it does remind me of a wing. And I do have a drip that comes across right here that I don't want, so I'm just making that shape a little bit more less obvious. Let's just put it that way. I'll blend a little copper through here. That takes care of that area. So I think I can call this one done. So this is a good way to contain smaller paintings that you don't want the drips to go on your table or whatever. You can kind of keep the drips inside of a foil pan, baking pan. And the great part about it is when it's totally dry, you can peel it out and reuse it over and over again. So it's super handy and convenient. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell in the bottom right, and if you're a subscriber, you'll get notifications every time I upload a video. There are links below the video where you click on Show More on your laptop or the down arrow on your mobile device. You will see the description under the video of what I used, you know, if I use 1-to-1 ratio or whatever for that video, and what products I used, the colors. And there's also my Amazon link that has several hundred products in it of all types that I use. Everything from the blow dryer, the OGX coconut milk, the Floetrol, everything is in that Amazon link below the video. I have a Facebook group if you'd like to come join me over there. Some of you have come over and joined there, and then you can post your pictures and comments and ask questions and get positive reinforcement and critiquing from other people in the group. It's a very encouraging group of fabulous artists from beginner level to very, very experienced and like what I would consider expertise level. And so it's a great community. And I also have a Patreon page, I have a PayPal link, and I also have a join button down below the subscribe button. And join, if you click on join, it's $4.99 a month. That's for a channel membership. And all that means is everybody that subscribed to me gets to see all of my videos for free. But the only ones that are channel members get a special video once a month just for them, where only they can comment and chat with me and ask me questions, learn more about me personally and all that. That's strictly for members only, and that's just an added perk. If you want to get to know me more personally and more exclusively, that's a good way to know me. It's not going to keep you, if you're not a channel member, you still get to see all my 400 and something videos that I post for everybody. That's available for everybody to see. So I hope you will consider joining it at some point. And I also do my live auctions now once a month, and that'll be around the 1st of each month. I post a preview video a few days before to show you all the paintings that I'm going to put on the auction, and I will announce the date of the auction and the time. And then on that day you can bid on my artwork, and I do the 12 by 12 inch canvases up to a few larger sizes, and it gives you a chance to purchase some of my artwork at a very inexpensive price, and you pay shipping, which is anywhere from $10 to $20, $30, just depending how many paintings you purchase and win a bid on, and how large the paintings are compared to where you live. So I hope you will check it all out, and I appreciate you following me on this journey. I appreciate your encouragement, always the great comments under my videos. I get so much encouragement from that. I try to do beautiful paintings that inspire you and show you different and new techniques, or just show it to you maybe with a little bit more artistic intention. Every video is not a superb video. I have my days where my pours don't turn out very special at all, but I try to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.